It's in the game.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Makes the first down, but crazy Price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Trying trying to find room. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame, and man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Out of the gun now on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Trying for a fourth down completion. On the run here, lets it go. A short pitch and catch to the tight end. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Breaks into open space. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
First and goal, handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
So it's first and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. It's a quick grab, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that short completion. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Caught at the 30. Still running. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball. And he's
touchdown, Badgers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Look, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Now here's the toss play. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Tight end goes in motion. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They bring the punter onto the field now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Running back with the football. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kurt. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Wisconsin! This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He tried the middle, but gained nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
On the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sacked.
Into the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice game.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. And the Badgers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Badgers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Notre Dame, 0.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Gets rid of it on the move. He dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He'll throw it now. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great 1st half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out, it's Torres. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Fire to the right side, complete. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. We'll see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Defense not pressing this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. A play action, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They've got him down out near the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion at the tight end. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a first down at the 44. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Fighting off the defender. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they hand it off to the back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on 3rd down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Where the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down play coming up. quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Wisconsin, 28. Notre Dame, 7.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The tailback takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Bringing pressure. Oh, and another incompletion.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep to the right side. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter. On a fourth down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Quarterback operating an empty set.
Well, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here in a lopsided victory. And the Badgers will have first and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw again. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Now it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep for late game heroics. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacked.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point.
Could take it all the way. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. How about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
They'll run the option. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh Man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
He's running out of time here. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Badgers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
The offense starts with a short field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He could go. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. So they make the tackle what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves